woman touched a man's ass and triggered her powers. She saw in the man's memory that a girl had been kidnapped. Yifan screamed in fear. The sleeping man was woken up instantly. Yifan had to lie that she wanted to cover him with a blanket. When she got home, she opened her computer to check if there's any missing girl recently, but she found nothing. She thought she was hallucinating, so she didn't pay attention to it. The next day she touched her best friend's ass again, but she read her memories as well. Yifan was paralyzed on the spot. At this moment she finally realized that touching ass can also read human memories, but she was not happy, because it proves that what she saw in the man's ass is real. She was so scared that she rushed to the police. She described her supernatural powers and her sighting of the kidnapper, but the police didn't believe her and threw her out of the house as a mental patient. She had no choice but to investigate on her own. First, she found out the address of the man with glasses through a friend. Then she found his house. She climbed up the wall and saw that the man had 2 cats, so she took out a few cans from her bag and attracted the 2 cats. She used her supernatural power to touch Yellow's butt, but she couldn't find any useful information in his memory. Then she touched Blackie's butt. This time she saw a particularly familiar chair. This chair has appeared in the man's memory. If she's right, the girl should be trapped in his house. At night Ethan came back again quietly. She learned the code of the door lock through Xiao Huang's point of view. When she entered the room, she found the chair that she remembered. Judging from the layout of the room, he should be an anchor. She called out a few times but no one answered. Just then the man came back. Yifan hid in the room and was trembling with fear. When the man turned on the light he seemed to notice something. Yifan had the idea to remove the window inside the room, but because of her size she was stuck. Just as the man with glasses was about to push the door, a miracle happened. When she got home, she started to search for the missing anchor online. She found the same chair in a live broadcasting room. She clicked in and found the exact same layout as the man's house. She found out the girl's name through the replay. It's the same person she saw in her memory. When Yifan looked in the mirror, she suddenly realized that the door handle in the live replay was different from the door handle in the man's house. That means it's not the same room. Yifan realized that the man's house was a copycat. Then Yifan started to look at the other live broadcasts. Soon she found the real home address of the hostess. But before she went there, she called her classmates and said that she was going to so-and-so neighborhood to save a person. The kidnapping case I told you about before. I hope you can believe me for once. When Yifan arrived at the anchor woman's house she found the door unlocked. She went in boldly, but the man happened to be here too. He showed an evil smile. He's a big brother of the hostess's live show. He's been eating noodles for half a year and saved up $8 million to give her gifts. But he couldn't get her heart, so he tried all kinds of ways to keep her by his side. The man was angry at Yifan for ruining his plan. He grabbed Yifan by the neck and pressed her to the ground. Yifan was about to be strangled to death. At the critical moment, the police came in time. The two of them fought together. Yifan got up and ran to the bathroom to save the anchor woman who was hanging herself to death, and the man was arrested by the police. At this moment, the police finally believed that Yifan had supernatural power. He had a bold idea. He wanted to invite Yifan to solve all kinds of cases with him.